All right, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We got a lot to do today, so stick with us. But first, before we get started, we got to clean this garage. Okay, that's a lot better. And oh my gosh, it's bright. So let's move the camera real quick. The neighbor just came outside. And I'm new to this, so it's kind of awkward that I'm talking to a camera. Anyway, so welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We're working on the Datsun again. Love this thing. It's amazing. I hope you guys are loving it too. If you guys haven't been keeping up with the content or understanding what the build's going on, this is our 1978 280Z. We call her Roxanne. She's a gorgeous car, really good, barely any rust. We'll address the rest later in our lives, but we need to get her running. So today we got some fusible links, we got some relays we got to wire in, we got a lot of engine management we got to work on, but not the engine management that we were talking about tuning. Not yet. We'll get there. It'll be exciting. So let's just dive right in. I'll explain as we go. Hopefully this is going to be a detailed video so that you guys can follow along as well and learn how to wire in some relays and some other minute items. We're taking this engine from ancient to modern day, so we have a lot of things we got to add on. But just quickly, probably should run through it so you guys don't get too bored, is we got 5 things that we're trying to get done today. We got to pull off the air intake, we got to pull off the headers, we got to get the fusible links wired up, we got to get the relay board wired up as well and mounted behind the passenger seat. So stick with us. It should be a great informational day today, and let's have some fun. All right, so we got to get this off. And this is probably going to be the hardest part of the day. So let's get it done first. Okay, we got it out. It was a pain in the butt and it was hot as heck, but we got it out. Here it is, the intake. We're gonna get it all cleaned up and it'll look pretty, and then we'll get it all set back together so we can put it back in. One of the biggest reasons we needed to pull it all out is because working on getting some new exhaust manifold stuff going on. So stay tuned for that. That'll be cool when we get there. Okay, so that's the first thing we can check off our list. Freaking awesome. I'm really excited. The next thing I'm dreading, because I thought we could get away by just cutting some wires in the harness and everything and being golden. No, I can't do it. It's not the right way to do it. So what we're gonna do is undo everything in the engine for the chassis harness, and we're gonna pull it through the firewall. So yeah, but then we'll be able to work on it a lot easier and make it all look nice, and we'll put it back in better and clean, and everything will look great. So just a little bit longer process, but it'll be just fine. The next thing we're gonna talk about though quickly is what we gotta do for our fusible links new fuse blocks. We have 2 of these. This is just one for the example, but we're gonna make a bracket. So over here, out of PLA plastic, I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's hard and it can be malleable when you heat it up. And all I'm gonna do is use the existing holes from the relay, like canister, I don't know what you wanna call that. But yeah, the relay thing that we put here. So we'll put this little bracket here, kind of sleeve down, like this. And then these will just go right on top of it, boom, boom, like that. And then above them, we're gonna have our coil packs. So it should look really neat and really nice. That's what we're gonna go for next. What we gotta do first before we can build the fusible link bracket, we have to get all of the wires out, right? So back into the car, out of the car, so we can work on it over here. So I'm gonna hurry and push you back on the time lapse. We're gonna hurry and pull all this wiring back out, and then we'll make the bracket for the fusible links. Okay, we got it out. It's long, and we got a lot of work to do. I'll show you some of the wires that we're gonna cut and pull and everything, but I think we're gonna do a little bit of YouTube magic for this one. Quick run through of what we got going on here and what we don't have to get rid of. So this is the temp sensor that goes to the coolant, and it goes all the way around, right up into the dash. Okay, one of those gauges. Then we come over here. This is all the old stuff for the distributor, so we can get rid of that. Same with this guy. These are all the grounds, the lights, the headlights, and everything, and the blinkers. Comes all the way up here. I think I will just take all the tape off and freshen up the tape. This here crosses the back side of the engine bay, and it goes over to the washer fluid and everything, and then to the service light. Kind of cool little service light that we have in the old Datsuns. This we don't use anymore. Oh no, that's also a headlight. And then we go up, and then it gets into the chaos. So we got our grounds, some other items. So this wire here powers the fuse block, which we will then be upgrading all that. This is for the AC. This we are going to go through, and we're going to cut all these wires back into the harness. Right, so like this one we can cut out and redo this as a butt connector. This one we're going to follow back, and we'll cut out and hopefully depin. This green one we can depin from this clip here, and a couple from this clip over here that went up into the left side of the car. And then the rest of this stuff we should be good to keep. This guy is our oil pressure, and this goes right to the gauge. So we're gonna keep this wire, the gold one, and the gold and black one we cut out. Ready? 1, 2, see, focus. All right, guys, here it is. It's complete. So we wired it up, we taped it all up, we wired everything, cut what we needed to cut. Now we're gonna send it back through the firewall. So everything is going back to where it belongs. These are the fusible links, and we're gonna get to that right after we feed it back through the firewall. And then yeah, everything goes right together, and we cut out a lot of stuff. Everything right here. Garbage, and then a lot of other messy garbage. So let's So it's just lightly put in. I haven't mounted it anywhere yet, but here's this front half that goes to the lights and the blinkers and everything, and this will pull around. But I think it turned out pretty decently. Spliced a lot of things. These are our grounds and stuff. You come this way, and boom, right into the lights. The old location of the wires. These wires here, I know they look a little messy. These are going to be for the fusible links. And right here is going to be the bracket for our maxi fuses. So it should be all good. Should be able to work. There's a couple items in the inside the cab or the cockpit or whatever you want to call it that we got some things to do. So yeah, pretty good. Make it. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you took this long through the video, you guys must be diehards, and I appreciate it. The Datsun is getting one step closer every day that we spend some time on it. This harness is going to be just like new. She's going to work great. Next video, I'm finally going to get to the fusible links. So we get the third thing off our checklist. But overall, still a lot of things to do. Please stick around. I'm sure this is going to be like part 27, but it's going to get done. And I appreciate your guys' support and all your guys' views. I love it. Please like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. We appreciate everything you guys do. Deuces.